I mentioned, and a number of you have been emailing on this, very, very sad news for the jungle. We received word, and when I first saw it, I want to make sure that it was true first. And that's why I have not said anything yet. And I want to make sure that I could confirm it. But we did receive word that an old school clone, a smack-off participant, and a beloved member of the jungle, Dave Geating, a.k.a. Dave in St. Louis. Dave in St. Louis, non-hunter, passed away very suddenly over the weekend. You know the non-hunter. He holds a special place in jungle folklore, not just because of the great handle, the non-hunter, but because he was maybe the first emailer to successfully make the transition to caller. Many have tried, few have succeeded, and most have humiliated themselves in the process. Not Dave. And he wasn't just a serviceable or passable caller, a decent caller, but he was actually a very good caller, like Smack-Off good. And not just, let's give this guy an invite to the Smack-Off and then keep him on hold. He had a pair of top 10 Smack-Off finishes to his name. And that's for a guy who got started as an emailer. I mean, it's pretty incredible. A couple of top 10 finishes when you start as an emailer. As an example, here he is going off on dudes with 5K stickers on their cars.
I literally saw someone rocking a 5K sticker on the back of their car the other day. A 5K sticker. I mean, way to go, tough guy. I guess they were all got out of bed today bumper stickers. I mean, bottom line, we could spend all day on this, but enough with all you a-holes and your stupid bragging stickers. They are stupid, and so are you.
I mean, I hear that, and I missed the guy already. 5K stickers on their car. Way to go, tough guy. Way to grind out those 3 miles on the road today, tough guy. And the one thing that's important to remember about the non-hunter, this guy was not afraid of anybody. In fact, the tougher the guy, and I love this about Dave, the tougher the guy, the more he liked to go after that guy. Especially the affinity he had for taking aim at Chael Sonnen.
And sadly, in the world today, there's millions of people who needlessly suffer from physical abuse, kind of like Chael did for a living voluntarily. And Chael, you are the perfect guy to counsel and work with these people and make them feel safe again. And how can you do that? Why? Because everybody knows you can't beat anybody, Chael.
The non-hunter, absolutely fearless. And nobody was safe around this guy. I mean, Joe Torre, of all people, also made it onto Dave's hit list.
What's the deal with Joe Torre? 73 freaking years old. That guy's in charge of Major League Baseball umpires. He's the one who's in the box trying to explain the situation. That guy needs to be vice president of tapioca and wearing his pants above his knees.
Have some, Joe. Now, Dave took the smack-off seriously. He never took the fact that he was a participant for granted. Back in 2014, though, one of his 3 daughters suffered a serious concussion, and he called to let me know that he would not be able to compete in the upcoming Smack-Off, but he also wanted to share what the jungle had meant to him.
Sorry, Jim, I'm breaking up a little bit, but I want to tell you and the jungle that, as so often has been the case, it's so great to be able to turn to the jungle for a desperately needed smile, which right now is just so valuable at times like this when they're few and far between.
So he had that note, serious note, and I took that very seriously. Of course, his signature was his signature. That's the thing about Dave. His signature was his signature. His non-hunter handle, his wars, and most of all, his passion for bringing violence to Alex Rodriguez.
Make the world a better place, drag Alexis Rodriguez out of whatever hole that clown is hiding him, then punch him in the face. And make the world a better place, let anybody but Chael Sonnen punch Alexis Rodriguez in the face. I mean, we want it to hurt, right?
War, the arbitrator for A-Rod's case, pulling the 211-game suspension and going capital punishment instead. Make the world a better place, punch a Dodger fan in the face.
Make the world a better place, let me, Stu in Manhattan, and Corey in Ann Arbor take turns punching life's greatest mistake, Richard Rodriguez in the face. Reaction!
Rest in peace, Dave. Rest in peace, Dave. You certainly made the world a better place. So a number of you clones had referenced that, and I want to make sure that we gave him his due respect. He was huge in the jungle. He was a great, great participant. I was very, very sad to see that. Very sad to see that. He leaves behind a wife and 3 kids and was just 44. R.I.P. non-hunter. Some reaction to it. Total Big E at Jim Rome. Wore the non-hunter's never-ending attacks on the purple lipstick wearer. PJ in the Mile High. Sincerely one of the finest jungle callers, emailers. Sad news in the jungle. Sarah T. in Providence tweets, very sad news. R.I.P. Dave in St. Louis. Blazing KC is in. R.I.P. Dave non-hunter. A rare 2-sport jungle player. Everybody's coming in to honor him and acknowledge his passing. Rome, Dave in St. Louis, and I shared a kinship as he was one of, if not the first emailer to earn himself a spot in the Smack-Off. And I was the first tweeter. We had numerous conversations over the past year. He always deflected the praise that I tried to heap on top of him. In 2015, his Smack-Off call immediately preceded mine, which is a microcosm of the trail that he blazed ahead of the emailers and tweeters trying to pick up a phone and what he meant to both me as a clone and as a contributor to the program. He is one of the all-time GOAT emailers on the show. He will be sincerely missed. My heart breaks for his wife and 3 girls. Caleb in Green Bay, non-hunter. Make the world a better place. Punch Alexis Rodriguez in his lipstick-wearing face. Dave did not like Alex Rodriguez. Dave had a major issue with Alex Rodriguez. In fact, several major issues with Alex Rodriguez. I mean, there are some that are not A-Rod fans, and I don't want to speak on behalf of Dave, but I think I speak for Dave. Whereas there are people who are not A-Rod fans, he hated A-Rod's guts. I mean, he hated him. This says, Hi, Jim. I am writing to you today from St. Louis, where I'm in town for the visitation and funeral for a longtime jungle staple, Dave Geating, a.k.a. Dave in St. Louis. I've known Dave for over 25 years. We were fraternity brothers at Mizzou. Dave was a rabid sports fan, an avid music lover, and a longtime jungle contributor. He loved your show. He was very proud to consider himself a part of it. Dave passed away unexpectedly this weekend. He leaves behind 3 beautiful daughters. I don't know if this is something that you can do, but there is a crowdfunding account set up for his girls. I'm sure anything that you can do would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Jim. Mike. I'll tweet that out. I absolutely will tweet that out. He was a great contributor, an important contributor. He made the show better. You know, how many times do I say that? At least once a day. Can you make the show better? Can you do something, say something, write something, tweet something, email something, pick up the phone and call me with something that makes the show better? You know, we look inside. We look internally every single day. What can we do to give them a better show? What can we do to be better every single day? So then I sit down here and I say, hey, clones, what can you do to be better? Dave in St. Louis made the show better. He made the show better. So I am very, very sad to hear about this. And my heart is broken. He leaves behind a wife and 3 girls. Stephen H. Town at Jim Rome. Awesome tribute. Thanks, Jim. War make the world a better place. War the non-hunter. JC in Calgary tweets, thank you for the Dave memories, Jimmy. Sad loss for the jungle. You know, so how many times here in the jungle do you see these border skirmishes where there's like clone-on-clone crime and we're all on each other? And that's part of the charm of the show, right? That is part of it. And I try and do my best to get in the middle of it and separate you when I have to, or send you back to your corner, give this guy standing 8 when they need it. But in moments like this, you see how we all rally around our own. And you see the jungle family come together. And we lost one of our own. So thoughts and prayers. R.I.P. He was one of my favorites. I don't play favorites, clones. You know that. I don't play favorites. I'm not the teacher up here. Hey, bring me an apple, but the guy made me laugh. His calls made me laugh. His emails made me laugh. His wars made me laugh. He made the show better. I am truly sorry. You know, he'd always call, and then the call would be good, and I'd be either like shaking my head, nodding my head. But then I always in the back of my mind think to myself, when is he going to get to A-Rod? I know that's why he's making that call. He's going to get to A-Rod. We know he's going to get to A-Rod. When is he going to get to A-Rod, and what is he going to say this time other than make the world a better place by punching that purple lipstick wearer in the face?
Make the world a better place, drag Alexis Rodriguez out of whatever hole that clown is hiding in, then punch him in the face.
He hated that guy. All right, so thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. R.I.P. Dave, you were great. You were awesome. You were definitely going to be missed. We start hour number 3 with L.A. Rams linebacker Alec Ogletree. After that, it's been kind of a tough day, right? I need something to pick us up. I have something to pick us up. Also, show-related, jungle-related. That's coming up in the third hour. Do not go anywhere. This is CBS Sports Radio.